Hello, my darling, and welcome to what is hopefully the first of the Glimmer Seekers podcast. What is your glimmer? Or welcome to what is hopefully the first flipping podcast, depending on whether this sees the light of day or not. I'm Annie. Hello, I will be your host today, tomorrow, the next day, maybe the next day. Depends on how many podcasts I decide to do. And whether this actually comes out or not. I am having to work very hard to just look straight at the camera because I'm not used to it. And I can see that I'm moving around down there. I have just transformed my son's cot into this fabulous space that you see here. And I did a time lapse of me setting some of it up, which potentially, if you are watching this on the YouTube version of the podcast, I might even show you. I might even turn it into the intro. Have I got an intro? I need to think about this. How about, what is your glimmer? Ding! Or not. Maybe not. Maybe not. I'm so keeping that in though. Sorry. You will just have to listen to me wittering on or not. That is totally up to you. You've got the freedom. So I really was at a bit of a panic. I was like, what am I going to talk about? And then I was like, I know, I've got too many ideas of what I'm going to talk about. And I absolutely went into analysis paralysis. And I talked about this morning on my morning live that I do every weekday morning, most of the time on my Instagram at @MiniMoonArts, which is my product business. And I actually had a couple of people get in touch, and one of them was a member from the Glimmer Seekers Collective, which is our membership. And she said, she told me her method of how she does things. And she's like, but you don't really do things like that. And the way that you just went for it and set up the Glimmer Seekers website and just boom, went for it. Imperfect, perfect launch. And she told me that she found that inspiring and that it really helped her with her perfectionism. And that conversation really just put me back in the space of, I can do this. It really, really helped. And it reminded me that I am a very resourceful and determined person. And I do need to do the thing when I'm thinking about it because I'll forget about it. There will be another idea. There will be something else that comes along. So when something is plaguing my mind in the way that this podcast has been, I really just need to step on it and go, 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 go. So I had this vision in my mind. I wanted my background to be purple. It kind of is purple. I've got my fluffy, lovely fluffy blanket. It's so comfy. I've got my color changing microphone, which makes me incredibly happy. I'm sorry if we got off focus. I don't know if that's happening. I'm trying really hard not to look at the picture there. I've got my son's color changing light set to purple, and we've got his galaxy lamp behind me as well. And I'm actually really loving how defined this shadow is because I've got like a ring light type thing. It's actually not a ring light. It is one of my jewelry making pieces of equipment that is a round light and it has a magnifying glass in it. So if anybody's looking at me, they can really like see what's going on my face. But there's no one here apart from the cat. So that's okay. But I quite like that defined look. I am actually very pleased with, oh yeah, and I've got my lovely skull blanket that I crocheted when I was pregnant for my son, because obviously newborns need blankets with skulls. And guess what's underneath the blankets? A heckload of teddies. There's loads of teddies. In fact, you are set up on a fold away table with a gooseneck, what do you call them? Phone stand that I had to go crawling underneath my desk and fight a spider for, that was pleasant. You're on my laptop. We're recording through Zoom. So that's recording automatically. Better be. I really hope so. Yeah, it says recording. Phew. And I'm using my iPhone as a webcam. And I found a flipping fantastic video by Think Media about how to set up my phone for being a webcam. So I will actually link that in the description on the YouTube one. But it's using an app called Irion, Irion, something like that. And it seems to work fantastic. It was so easy to set up, even I managed to do it. So that was great. And I just love the fact that we live in a world where I can have an idea. I can hop onto YouTube and go, I want to do a thing. I've only got what I've got in front of me. Do not want to spend any money any more than I already am because, pay for the Zoom. But you can have that for free, up to 40 minutes. Just saying. And what's amazing about that is it records the visual and it also records audio, and you can save the two separately. So that means that I will be able to I'll be able to take either the audio or the visual, and I'm going to drop it into otter.ai, which is a transcriber. So I'm going to get the audio of this and turn that into writing, which maybe could turn into a blog. Or I can just break it down into content. That's what it's called, content. And use it that way, use it any way that I would like to. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty proud of myself because this morning I went from being an overthinking thinker, thinking about thinking, to sitting here and doing this podcast with you guys, which is amazing. And I say you guys, I expect the only people who are probably going to watch or listen to this are the guys in the Glimmer Seekers, or my absolute besties, because I will make them, because I'm like that. I'm not really. I'll be like, here is my podcast. You can listen, stroke, watch to it if you would like to, but it's okay if you don't. I completely understand. Everyone's got a life. But hopefully, this will be the first of many to come. I haven't decided on a schedule. Maybe I will batch film a whole bunch now, and be covered for a couple of weeks, something like that. We will see. And my planned process, if you're interested, is to drop the video into Canva, along with the video of me setting up, or some of me setting up. Some of it I couldn't film because I needed my phone. But yeah, some of me setting up, and pop some super cool little animations and stuff and really jazz it up with the Canva video editing, because I already have Canva Pro, so I might as well use something that I already have. And I usually do all my video editing and everything that I've done for my content on socials and my YouTube channel for Mini Moon Arts. I do all of that in InShot on my phone. So I'm not actually used to doing stuff on the laptop. Mostly because when I first started, I would film and then I would be editing whilst cuddling a napping child. So, accessibility is where it's at. That's what it is all about. So yeah, I'm going to drop it into Canva. I'm going to do some editing there. I'm probably going to swear at Canva and have a bit of a fallout because I've not really used the video editor very much, and I'm sure there will be problems, and I'm sure my impatience will probably come through. I'll disappear. I'll go make a cup of tea or a cup of coffee. I'll stand outside, do some earthing, come back to it, and the solution will be there, and maybe some patience will have set in. We will see. Maybe you will see, maybe you won't. This might never see the light of day. But I suppose my message from this very, very first podcast of the Glimmer Seekers is just you can do whatever it is that you want to do. And you do not need all the equipment. If you have a smartphone, if you've got a corner, if you've got a laptop, you have got absolutely everything that you need, and you don't need anything more. And on that note, I am going to say tatty bye. I hope you have a truly wonderful, wonderful day, and I will see you in the very next podcast from the Glimmer Seekers and the guys in the collective. Please have a wonderful day. Find your glimmers, hold them, love them, and be happy. Bye.